So guys, I was fortunate enough to be able to play Beast of Reincarnation early, and I have to say hands down, this is probably going to be one of the best RPGs of 2026. Game Freak has officially killed it with this, and we now know their graphical prowess and, quality of games is nothing to be played with, despite what y'all think when it comes to the quality of some old Pokemon games. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on to it. Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek027 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking more about Beasts of Reincarnation. However, if you want to stay updated on all things Beasts of Reincarnation, make sure you're liking today's video and subscribing to the channel if you are new. And big special shout out and thank you to Fictions and Game Freak for sponsoring this video and hooking me up with PlayStation 5 early access for Beasts of Reincarnation. So, like I was saying before, I've been fortunate enough to play the game early, and I've gotten to play it for roughly a week now. Now, don't worry, the gameplay you guys are seeing, it's all early game stuff, no heavy spoilers or anything like that. And these are just my first impressions, so we're going to talk really light and, just simple about the game. Nothing crazy. So, one thing you're probably wondering is, what is Beast of Reincarnation? What does the game feel like? And the easiest way for me to describe the feel and the vibe of this game, and I mean all the way down to the music, I want y'all to take a nice chunk of Nier Automata, a nice glass of Stellar Blade, and a good old pinch of Sekiro. Mix them all together, stir well for about 30 minutes, put it in the microwave for roughly, I'm kidding. But take those three games, mix them together, and that's pretty much what you have here. And like I said, guys, all the way down to the vibes of the music. If you don't believe me, here's a little sneak peek at the soundtrack just so you guys can hear it. Yeah, definitely sounds like something you would probably hear in Nier or Stellar Blade. And the combat is definitely that, that parry heavy Sekiro-like combat. Now, I'm going to be straight up. The parrying mechanic in here was taking me a bit of getting used to, and I'm not going to say it's the game, it's probably me, because when it comes to, hardcore action RPGs or even Souls-like games, I'll say straight, I'm not the greatest at parrying, so do not let my parrying mess-ups in this video make you think, that the parrying in this game is bad, because straight up, it's probably me, and I'll be honest about that. I'm not the greatest parrier in the world. But anyway, this game is a ton of fun. I'm playing it on a base PlayStation 5. I didn't run into really any performance issues, crashes, nothing like that. And keep in mind, guys, I am playing, on a early version. So, there's no day one patch yet for this game or anything on the version I'm playing on, and there's no issues. So if they do have a day one patch and, any updates that fix anything, the game's probably going to run even better than it is for me when it gets in your hands. But so about the story of the game and stuff like that, you are playing this girl named Emma, and she has this really cool giant wolf dog thing with her named Ku, and she is what is called a sealer, and basically she has part of this blight stuff in her too. And one thing I've noticed about this story, and I'm not going to get too deep into this because like I told you guys, I don't want to spoil much of anything, but apparently the part of the blight that's taken over her, she is partially human, but she doesn't have any emotion or any emotions or anything like that. So she can't feel happiness, sadness, and all those kinds of things. And you'll notice they talk a lot about that here in the story of the game. So one thing I'm kind of thinking, and a little speculation I have, is this game might have a bit of that Lies of P-ish route to it. You guys know, if you play Lies of P, you know how P had those options where he could do certain things to make him more human and stuff like that. I wonder if this game's going to take a route where where Emma can do things where she can start to feel more emotion or anything. I don't know how the blight works and everything. Like I said, I haven't completed the game and all that stuff. It's just a speculation. Let me know what you guys think, and if that's something y'all think that could be a possibility of the game. Now, obviously, the most standout and, delicious part about this game, straight up, guys, I'm going to say, is the combat. The combat is hands down chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. If you like to parry, if you like dodging, if you like blocking, all of that stuff here is in this game. Now, the cool thing is the game does have difficulty options. So if you want it to be more difficult, something on the lines of Sekiro or something like that, put it on normal or hard. If you want to feel something more, simple like Near Automata or more towards the Stellar Blade, put it on story mode. That way, the combat won't be as taxing or anything for you. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, when it comes to that part, the reason I'm telling you guys that is because you don't have to play this game like it's a Souls. Like, it's not going to be like a brutal punishing game, but you can make it that way if that's something that you want it to be. It does have a lot of Souls like mechanics. There are different bonfires you rest at. You go there to level up your character, work on your gear, upgrade your your different weapons, upgrade your little dog Ku and all that stuff. All right, there's a lot of Souls-like mechanics in here. And the open world and the visuals, guys, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sure you guys can see from the video, but it is hands down just pretty. And the crazy thing is, the game is, if you think it's in the past or, some like real like BC era, no. The game takes place in the year like 4000. I think in the scene I'm in right now, it said it was like the year 4026 or something like that. So this game is literally 2000 years in the future from our time. There's different robots running around. You have these hybrid monsters that that are infected with blight and all this stuff. And the thing is, I'm guessing the robots were here to defend or help us, because it looks like a lot of the robots you see around the game, they're either going rogue or they're damn near dead and trying to help you out. So with the parts with the robots, I'm a bit confused, still learning, what their place is in the game and their place and all this and stuff like that. And the animals, they're all blight infected, crazy, and just, giant monstrous looking beasts. Speaking of that, I will make sure I upload a video of that too. But the boss fights in here, massive, fun, gigantic, just big visual showcases that, that just puts you right in the action. Now, I do have one small complaint with this game. It's just, like one little one. And you can adjust this, by fixing the sensitivity and the controls and stuff like that. But the camera controls in here just feel a little clunky. Like, when you're aiming the camera and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like, it has a really good dead zone setting to it. It feels like, you definitely have to overpress your analog stick a little bit and stuff like that when controlling the camera. And the camera just likes to move itself, like a lot, like, when you're sprinting or doing certain actions and stuff like that. And, it gets disturbing when, when you're trying to focus and keep it in a certain spot during combat at times. That's my only real complaint with this game. Other than that, so far, I'm having a really fun time enjoying what you can do with it, and I can't wait to play it more. But anyway, guys, let me know y'all thoughts down in the comments below. Do y'all plan on buying Beast of Reincarnation? Let me know. Y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.